Hello everybody, we are back. Happy Monday. Hope everybody had a great Super Bowl Sunday. We are doing a Monday Live with Dr. Apgar again, and we got a couple questions about migraines last week. If you guys are on, let us know you're here, tell us where you're tuning in from, say hello, and let us know if you have any questions. So we're talking about migraines today, Dr. Apgar, and one of the questions that we got is how common are they, and do we see a lot of people who come in and want to be treated for migraines?
So that's a great question, and the answer is unequivocally yes. We see a lot of migraines. They are very common. They can be very common, especially in women with different times in their cycle with their hormonal imbalances, but men get them too. So we see headaches, and then we also see migraines. And it turns out that cannabis is an ideal medicine to treat migraines for a couple of different reasons. They've been doing some studies on this, and some of the theories that I've seen is that there's a deficiency of the endocannabinoid system, and then number two, there's activation of the CB2 receptors. So it turns out that if you study a population of migraine sufferers, you will find that they actually have a decrease in their own endogenous anandamide, which is an endogenous endocannabinoid. So that migraine sufferers are low in their own natural feel-good anandamide molecule. So that's actually fairly interesting. So what happens with cannabis is that there's two different things at play here. There's the CBD or the cannabidiol, and then there's the THC. So ideally, to treat migraines, you would want a high ratio of CBD for inflammation and pain, acting on that CB2 receptor, and then you'd want a small amount of THC to treat the pain. So that's what our patients have been asking for here at Greenhouse Wellness.
Awesome. So do we have anything in currently that would treat migraines, and what do you suggest?
So we just got in something called Painkiller from our friends at G-Leaf. And Painkiller is a perfect strain because it is so high in CBD. The ratio is actually 22:1 CBD to THC. So you're going to get all of the anti-inflammatory effects, and you're going to get the pain treated, and patients are going to have a great response to this. So we're very, very excited. There's also a terpene in here called beta-caryophyllene, and that works right on the CB2 receptors. It's actually an agonist of the CB2 receptor, so that's going to be an even better reason why this is going to work so well for our patients. So we're very excited.
Awesome. So we had another question that came in on social over the weekend that is talking about, since we're kind of touching on high CBD things, how does CBD affect canines? I know a lot of people have seen that there's, studies out and talk about treating dogs with CBD and like with oils. So what do you think about that?
So I know that it's happening, and I have quite a few patients who are vets, and they tell me that their patients are actually being treated by their owners. So we do know that it's happening. It is a very strong inflammatory medicine, cannabidiol. So we know that it works. The question is, what ratios work in different mammals? A cat might be different than a dog, might be different than a horse or a human. So obviously studies need to be ongoing as far as what ratios are appropriate to treat our animal friends. And I would recommend that you talk to your vet about it. I know there are a lot of formulations of CBD available over the counter or online, and you really should make sure that your doctor or your vet knows what you're taking.
Perfect. So tying in with last week's live where we talked a lot about terpenes, are animals also affected by terpenes like the same way that humans are?
Well, given that this endocannabinoid system that we all possess is in the most primitive of creatures, going down to a sea squirt, I can only theorize that all of us mammals are sensitive to terpenes and to cannabinoids in the same way. So I would have to say yes.
So interesting. Perfect. Well, we have somebody asking how much is the painkiller. Do we know right now? We just got it in.
$63 for an 8.
Okay, perfect. So there's your answer to WA. Anything else that you want to talk about today?
Well, I'm just very excited to have one of the first strains of high-CBD in here at Greenhouse Wellness. And I know that they're going to be using some of this flower to process and make tinctures and make concentrates out of, so that we'll have a lot of different uses for this particular strain, and I know there'll be more coming. We've had patients waiting for a long time for a high CBD strain, and we're just so excited to finally have it here. So come on in and we'll help you out.
Thank you so much, Dr. Apgar. All right, guys, let us know if you have any questions. We'll continue to answer in the comments like normal. And we are located in the Dorsey Hall area, so we're like right off of 29, close to Columbia, technically in Ellicott City. If you go on our website, www.greenhousewellness.com, our number's there, our menu is also attached, and you can find directions as well. So we hope to see everybody soon. Happy Monday.
Bye.